Hi. So in this video, we're going to look at how to solve an equation or how to find a solution of an equation which has multiplication or division in it. Now, you may recall that a solution is a number that we could put in place of this variable, in this case x, that will make this whole statement true. So again, yes, for something this simple, you could totally use guess and check, but as things get harder, you're going to want to have these tools that we're going to go over in this video. So make sure to pay attention and don't just rely on guess and check. All right, cool. So remember that if you do not see an operation here between a number and a variable, so right here between 6 and x, there is an operation. What is that operation? The operation is multiply. So 6 is being multiplied by x. So 6 multiplied by x. So keep that in mind. Actually, not only keep it in mind, perhaps we can write it that way. 6 multiplied by x is 48. So in a previous video, we spoke about inverse operations, and we're going to bring that up again right now. So an inverse operation is the opposite of an operation. So for multiplication, the inverse of that is, you probably guessed it, division. And of course, the inverse of division is multiplication. So the opposite operation, basically. So right now, our main goal is to get this x alone. Right now, the 6 is hanging on. It's like, hey, I like you. I want to be multiplied by you. But x is like, I don't want you to be around. I want to be alone. So you need to isolate the x by doing the opposite of multiplying by 6. And the opposite of multiplying by 6 is dividing by 6. But you can't just divide 6 by one side and not the other, or on one side but not the other. So whatever you do on one side of the equation, you have to do on the other side of the equation. So you'll get the x alone, which is what we want. X is equal to 48 divided by 6, which is 8. And that is our answer. Okay, so another question just magically appeared, and in this case we have w over 7, and it might be helpful for us to remember that over just means divided by. So I'll rewrite it that way. Perhaps it might be easier for you to see it that way. So 9 is w divided by 7. So here we have a division. We're dividing by 7. We want this w alone. This w is being annoying. The 7 is being annoying because the w wants to be alone. It's just kind of hanging out there. So we want the w alone, so we have to do the opposite of dividing by 7. And the opposite of dividing by 7 is multiplying by 7. And again, whatever we do to one side, we have to do to the other side. So now we get, and I'll do it over here, we get that w is equal to 9 times 7. So w is equal to 63. All right. So that's how you use the inverse operations to solve equations that involve multiplication and division.